All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are we? Today's going to be a little different. Since you fuckers seem to not like my other format, guess what? Today we have topics. We're going to talk about things. We're going to actually get to the bottom. We're going to get to the brass tacks of things, okay? But first and foremost, I have to say, how's it going, guys? Is everyone doing okay? This beautiful Wednesday, it's not it's not looking great outside, but that doesn't stop. That doesn't stop the grind. That doesn't stop the hustle. That doesn't stop the flow. And that doesn't stop the hose. It all goes hand in hand. I had a long day today. I'm not gonna lie to you. Just a long day. When you're a sales guy, every day is long. But the good news is when you hit your number, you're good. What do we have to talk about? What's there to talk about? I hit my number. And I'm there. And I got more things coming along the way. But we're not here to talk about my sales profession. We're going to talk about other things. And I'm not going to dive into the topics just yet. I dropped a visualizer on my music channel. Pretty sick, pretty fucking cool if you ask me. Um but yeah, I think it's pretty dope. It's for Think About You. I'm going to do some more visualizers. I'm going to do some more music videos too. I'm going to shoot my own and see how I do. And then there's just a lot of content coming out, a lot of new things. Um, I figure this popped into my head earlier. I feel as though you guys would like to hear stories about my time as an EMT. Now, in my experience, anytime I've told a story from my EMT past, it's always, or I should say, it's never gotten the response I thought it would. Apparently blood and guts is not that funny to people. Um, which by the way, guys, it's not funny to me either, but cope with it. Uh, so yeah, I don't know. Is that something you guys would want? Also, if we can get above 10 subscribers and one of you guys, I almost called you an obscenity, one of you guys would like to send me a question, like not a question, but like I want to do an advice part of this show, okay? I want people to send in advice. So if you see this, send me something you need advice on, and I'll give you advice. I'll give you my advice, my unfiltered advice, which is the best advice. I just hit myself in the nose right there, and I've got like a zit like right here on the inside of my nose, and it hurts so bad. Um, but yeah, anyways, back to me being an EMT, right? I was lucky. I was very lucky to have done that. I wanted to serve my community. I'm not bullshitting when I say this. I actually wanted to serve my community, and I was a hard worker. Have always been a hard worker. I was hustling for 14.67. That's how much I got paid. 14.67 an hour. You had to work overtime, or you were making $500 a week. No, that's not accurate. $900 a week ish. So $1,800 a check, maybe. Lord. But if you worked your set schedule, oh my gosh, dude, you weren't making nothing. You'd make like 600 a week. I worked overtime. I worked a lot of overtime because I was a hard worker. I was lazy in some ways, but I'd show up. I'd be there. I'd be on the clock, and that's what matters, right? But also, the thing you guys have to know about emergency services in general is 99% of the time that's it's not an emergency. Someone has called me for stubbed toes. People have called me because their tummy aches a little bit. People have called me because their doctor 2 weeks ago told them they need to come to their doctor's appointment, but they didn't schedule a follow up. So now they're going to take the ambulance to the hospital instead and use that as their doctor. And I'm like, whoa, talk about an abuse of the system. I mean, The funny thing about people that do that type of thing, they do not pay their ambulance bill anyways. And even if they did, guys, like, you think I'm seeing any of that money? No. We got paid a bare minimum wage by some bare minimum wage ass owners because it was private. So the way it worked in Montgomery, Alabama, is fire would respond to emergencies. They didn't really transport very much because we had transport services, but our shit was private. So you had two private companies that would kind of switch the emergencies back and forth for the most part. And yeah, we would transport people to the hospital, but we would be on scene on these emergencies. It's not like we were just like showing up and being like, oh, okay, cool. No, we showed up, we ran them things, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Some of it was a lot of fun. Uh, Working with the fire department, and like it was fun, man. It was fun. Like I was, as a dude, you want purpose, and so for a while there, I thought I found my purpose, but I think I let the just BS calls and hardly ever being on an emergency get to me after a while. And then also on top of that, guys, like, it was put to me in a very eloquent way by he's now a former paramedic. I was about to go to paramedic school and chose not to because I just knew that this was not going to be my forever thing. But this guy, he's now like, or he's now a realtor, but he quit to do like Uber Eats. He was like, fuck this. He'd been a paramedic for a long time. He's a real cool guy, has tattoos like me. That's not why he's cool, but if you emulate me, you're cool. And so he was explaining it to me. We were on like a long transport one night, and he was driving. He like wanted to drive, and he was telling me about how when he started in his career, he was like, I thought this career was for me because I was able to just put things into boxes, right? So I was able to handle the blood, I was able to handle the guts, I was able to handle the families crying, this, that, and the other. And so I was thinking that I just had the right temperament for it. But really, your trauma and all of that shit is a piggy bank. And each time you run into something traumatic, something else traumatic, this, that, and the other, you're putting something in the piggy bank. You're putting it in. And by the way, the piggy bank does not change size. It does not change capacity. So once it's filled, you got to do something to take some of that change out. And that's hard to do. That's hard to do. So eventually, sure, you become desensitized to it. You're not actually desensitized, at least not me, anyways. I After a while, it took me to break me. It took about 4 years, and there was a specific instance where we had like a new guy riding along with us. We went on this like cardiac arrest. And by the way, guys, nobody comes back from cardiac arrest. It's so rare to get somebody back. So most of the times they die. And can I say that word? I don't know. Doesn't matter. It's not monetized anyways, guys. Uh, but yeah, I ended up just having a terrible response to this. Like we worked them and everything, right? I've done CPR more times than I don't remember, dude. I really don't remember how many times. I remember in a span of 4 years, it was a lot. I'll put it this way: it was more than most of you. It was more than most of you ever will in your entire life in a span of 4 years, for sure. In a span of 4 months, I've done it more than you guys ever will, for the most part, unless like I've got nurses or paramedics watching or whatever. But I say all that to say that, like, wow, when I work hard in sales, I am thankful because this hard work, you make a lot of money, or you can. And the harder you work and the better you do, I mean, that's awesome. It's a little stressful at times, but like, dude, I can't think of anything more stressful than having a human life in your hands, or having a non-human life in your hands and you're trying to get the human life. Oh, wait, that sounded weird. Uh, you're trying to revive somebody that is impossible to revive. Like, that's tough. Like, making a sale, and if you don't, you get fired. I mean, that's like not fun. I'm not saying it's a walk in the park, but damn, guys, don't you think that's a little easier? Like, and you guys all have something like that too, by the way. You all have something that was way more stressful than what you're going through right now, or way more stressful than your workload at some point in your life. You all have something that you probably said, I don't know if I'm ever going to get over this. I don't know if I'm ever going to. And I mean, I'm not saying you're over it. I'm not making any conclusions here, but you're here, you're alive, you're well. And that's something. There's something to say about that, man. You're a little fighter. You're a little fighting ass boy or girl, either one. And that's cool, man. That's real cool. That's real neat. That's real neat that you fight like that. So keep doing that. The stress that you feel, it'll you'll find something else to stress about soon enough. Trust me. I do that. I stress about everything, and then next thing you know, I have something else to stress about. And that's just how it works. But anyways, I say all of that. To say this is quality content, and the fact that I still only have I had one viewer. One view. One singular. If you guys hate me, just say it. Put it in the comments that you hate me. At least I'll get some engagement from it. Okay. I'm going to stop talking about my views. I'm really actually just joking. I promise I am. But we're going to get on to some topics because me and Alex talked. And yeah, me and Alex. I said me and Alex. Grammatical errors. I don't give a fuck. Me and Alex talked, and he gave me some good ideas. And so, since this is episode 6, we're working our way up to double digits. I almost said single. We're working our way up to double digits. And so, in this episode, I want to talk about 3 topics. Number 1, what's going on with Doge, man? Pretty crazy, right? The for you guys who have been living under a rock or just hate politics so much that you refuse to keep up with it, listen, I hate politics. I hate politicians. I hate them. I think they suck. I think that politicians are people who are too ugly to be celebrities. Hate to say it. Hate to be the one. They are too ugly to be celebrities, so they're politicians. So they now control what we do, even the celebrities. Yeah. That's like ultimate guy who was like a jock in high school becomes a cop. Like that is ultimate like nerd becomes the guy that is governing you. Wild, right? Except that's the problem with politics, right? It's not they govern you, it's you elected them to represent you, but then they start after a long career in politics, they start feeling like they own you. And they very well might by just the looks of things, the way things have been. So, if I'm being honest here, I'm relieved that the Doge thing is going on. That might be unpopular to some people, to quite a few people, but probably not most. Can I say it? Uh, Listen, I'm not really one way or the other. I'm a pretty sensible guy. The Doge thing, that like them auditing the government and finding ridiculous amounts of fraud, I'm sorry. That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. Oh, but Elon Musk is he's just getting rich off of this and he's going to steal your grandma's Medicare and Medicaid. Oh, speaking of that, let's talk about my grandma's Medicare, Medicaid. Let's talk about her social security. Let's do that. Let's talk about that. My 260-year-old grandma still receiving Social Security. Yes, they found that 200 plus old people are on the list of people who are receiving benefits from Social Security. There, which means, by the way, guys, they're receiving your tax dollars. Is that not groundbreaking, world shattering news? Is it not? Because people are acting like it's not, and it makes me concerned. I'll say, because I see a lot of people that are not only saying this is a bad thing, that's like crazy. That's wild. You mean to tell me you're uncovering fraud on the highest of levels and that's a bad thing? Um, okay, got it. But they're also lying. They're lying. They're saying, "Oh, Elon Musk wants access to the social security benefits because he's going to steal the money." It's like, "What the fuck? No, he's not." Any person with half a brain can tell you he is not going to steal it. And I even watch, listen, I get it. I'm going a little deep here. I don't even know if I'm going deep. You can fucking tell me. But I watched like a part of an interview because I'm a dumb brain. I've got a dumb brain, and it was with the Treasury Secretary, and he said that everything's on read only. So they're really just observing and reporting. Okay, noted. You guys note that? You guys note that up here in your domes? All right. So when we get to the Social Security, now they're worried. They're worried. They're actually just lying to you and hoping you're stupid enough to believe them. But they're worried that Elon Musk is going to steal your grandma's Social Security benefits. I'm sorry. I'd hate to be the bearer of whatever fucking news you were looking to get. Bad news, good news. I don't care. Yeah, it's not happening. It's not happening. I'm sorry. They've actually uncovered that dead people are getting Social Security benefits, except wait a minute, that can't happen, can it? So who's that actually going to? Eh, we'll find out soon enough. But the people who are speaking the loudest about right now, the people who are speaking the loudest, typically those are the guiltiest parties. So I would urge you guys to just take a look at them and kind of think about, oh, okay, well, who's screeching the hardest right now? Okay, they're doing some weird shit behind the door or behind doors, behind closed doors. Yeah, I fucked the saying up. Shut up. But that's my 2 cents. 2 cents on the Doge, the Doge and the Social Security thing. Hate to be the one to tell you, but Elon Musk, what, the richest man in the world? Is he the richest man in the world? He's not stealing your grandma's $1,500 Social Security check. I'm sorry, he's just not. That's stupid. Who would risk all their billions of dollars for jail time because of your grandma's $1,500 a month? That's stupid. And if you believe it, you're stupid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He's not. It's dumb. That's a dumb thing to think. All right. Enough. Enough about serious topics. Let's talk. This is going to be USA focus, right? USA versus Canada in the hockey match. Now, is it a hockey match? Hockey game? What do I care? I don't watch it. I went to one hockey's game. Dumb brain. I went to a hockey game in Dallas, the Dallas Stars, I believe, and it was a work trip. It was for like a team building type thing. And hockey actually is very interesting. Now, me personally, it was like my third day on 75 hard. So I was like watching my watch and just like, oh gosh, I need to get up and get out and go hit my outdoor walk, which I do need to hit that today too. Not the point. But hockey's pretty sick. I'm not going to lie to you. Hockey was pretty sick. I liked hockey. I would go to another game. I would, but I wouldn't travel to Dallas just for the game. But you saw when the national anthem was playing and they booed us. I mean, I'm not saying that that's the reason that the US just took the gloves off immediately, but you can't tell me that they didn't whoop some Canuck ass. Canuck ass. Canuck ass. Is that what it doesn't matter. That was crazy. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect everyone to just drop their shit and start fighting. I know people fight in hockey. I get it. That's cool. I just didn't expect all that. And that was like a USA, us serving ass whoopings. Yeah, ass whooping is all one word. USA. Yeah, that was pretty sick, man. Pretty sick. I wish I had more to offer, but I just know nothing about hockey. Literally nothing. I will say that I didn't know every sports team had like dancers. They all have dancers. It's crazy. Like hockey dancers, and they're so cold. Anyways, next topic. Next. Hold on. Let me fix my I'm holding the mic. Let's talk about the Delta crash. We're gonna segue right back into Canada because it crashed in Toronto, right? Um, what the fuck's going on? What's happening? Why is this? Why are planes crashing so often? Don't like that. Sure don't. No plans on getting in a plane anytime soon. Well, sort of soon. Damn, sort of soon. But still, there's been a lot of planes. Even today in the United States, I believe. I think my eyes might have deceived me, but two small planes crashed into each other. It's like, okay, what's happening? Did these motherfuckers fire the wrong people in the government? Like that what happened? Seriously, I'm asking because I don't know. Like what the hell? All of these planes are crashing. There's been I mean, I'm thinking of like six. There was the notable one in DC, the one in Philadelphia, let's say the one in Canada recently, the one today, there was another one. There was another one. And then I think there's one more, but I can't remember it. Dude, making me real freaking nervous to fly. And I already don't love to fly, but this makes me even more nervous. I don't like that. I don't like that. So, sorry, got you on. You can hold up for me. So, yeah, anyways, I guess I guess they might have fired the wrong people or excuse me, or something. But this is going to be my PSA and this is going to be my no, not a PSA. This is going to be my declaration to whoever handles this. I forgot what agency does this. Stop it. Fix it before I get on a flight. Okay? I've got one in May. Fix it. And I'm being serious. Now that we got that out of the way, I had a lot more to say about the Doge thing than anything else. But if I can find some more topics like that, I'll talk for days. I'll talk for days. You'll have content for 24 hours straight of me just blabbering. Don't you want that? I don't know. Sounds like a good deal to me. But guys, I'm going to cut it off there because I'm kind of losing my voice. I don't know if you can tell. I'm kind of getting the sexy radio DJ voice now. This was awesome. This was great. I like the topics. I'm gonna throw some more in for the next episode. Which, by the way, new what the fuck was that? New schedule. New schedule dropped Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Podcast episodes. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. Clips. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna make a whole clips channel yet. Right now, I just posted the clips to this channel, and I'll probably just do that for the next couple times. But, you know, we're going to experiment and move forward. I'm going to do it on this channel. And I've got a commentary channel as well that I'm about to start posting again. I'm about to start posting to that again. So if you like my commentary, follow that. And if you don't, then here's this. Hold on to it, cherish it, love it. But thanks for listening. Now I'm going to walk up to the camera and turn it off. Excuse me while I'm awkward for a second.